Take a listen to what Morgan Stanley's Lisa Shallard had to say.
Economists have begun to cut their top-down economic forecasts for GDP, and yet, fundamental company analysts are sitting there like deer in headlights, not knowing what to do with numbers.
Sitting there like deer in the headlights. That's not Crossmark's Bob Dole. He joins us right now. Bob, let's talk about that. Do you agree with that sentiment, that statement that Lisa Shallard and Morgan Stanley's made?
Look, I think analysts have undercut estimates now for several quarters, so I think they're reluctant, despite Lisa's good comment. The economic numbers are coming down, so they're setting themselves up to have to take some numbers down. But I think they'll probably, in many cases, wait until the quarters are released and see what guidance they get for the back part of the year. To defend corporate America, John, you know they've done a great job raising prices to keep up with cost pressures in labor and transportation and raw materials. The question is, how long will you and me and businesses pay those higher prices? And I think we're coming to the end of the rope. So I'm going to agree, earnings probably are vulnerable here.
So, Bob, walk me through what that means for this market going through this summer and into the end of the year.
Well, I think it means it's going to be choppy. I don't think it has to go straight down. You know, we're in a period where perhaps good news is bad news and bad news is good news. Example, last week, growth was a little bit slower. Some signs maybe inflation's peaking, and the market likes it, takes off on the weak news. So if we get weak earnings, we may offset it by some pickup in PE ratios, which have gotten hammered so hard since the first of the year. So I think we're going to have a very choppy period. I do think short term, we're in our third bear market rally since this bear market started, and it's maybe only half over.
You're happy to call it that, though, Bob? This is a bear market rally, what we've seen over the last week.
I don't think we've seen the bottom, John. I want to see more capitulation. I want to see the VIX climb over 40. I want to see put-call ratios expand. And fundamentally, I would love to see some visibility on potential peak in inflation, peak in interest rates, and some visibility, we're not even close to this one, on the Fed getting the end of rate increases. That's what I'm looking for to get the final washout bottom. I think that's still in front of us.